Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm a spaceman today. I've jumped onto No Man's Sky. I've been having a little bit of a look at it and was keen to kind of see whether I was going to play this or not. Basically I'm kind of uncertain as to whether I'm going to play through all the kind of exploration things. The things, I mean, obviously, as you guys know, if you've watched any of my other content, I'm a builder. I really enjoy building. So I was curious really to see what building mechanics are like in this game, because I think that will be the thing that kind of decides whether I play it. Because I think maybe the survival thing for me will be a bit limited. I think, to be honest, the thing that I kind of struggle with is I'm not sure if I like the sort of slightly cartoony graphics, which is a bit weird coming from Ark, because obviously Ark is fairly cartoon. There's just something about this this visual style that I'm not sure about. So yeah, let's without further ado, get into the exploring the building mechanics. So I've done a little bit of homework on this, or I've done a little bit of playing around, and what you need to do is in order to, I believe this is what you need to do, in order to establish a base, or actually kind of build it at all, is you need a computer there that I just put down. And I also put the blueprint analyzer down, because I seem to remember. So when you first start into the game, Z is your craftables, but you don't start with any base components. You just start with these because you haven't actually established a base here yet. So what I did was place down the computer, pressed E on it, and we'll find out in a second if this is the thing that did it and I didn't need the other one. So yeah, so this is claiming the base. It's basically you put this computer down, and I don't know whether this then maybe stops anybody else from building in this area or something on a kind of multiplayer situation. Not entirely sure how the multiplayer works yet. So I think just having done that, yes. So this has now opened up the decoration, the basic components, and the structures part. So I'm playing this on creative. Obviously, I wouldn't play on creative kind of properly, but just to kind of explore and to show you guys the base mechanics. So what you've got, it's actually quite a lot. I'm quite kind of pleased because it's quite a lot more detailed than I thought it would be. I was a bit worried that it would be a bit like Subnautica if you ever played that, which is kind of just you're very limited as to what you can do. But what you've got here is basic components are like the building pieces. So I find this, just say I slightly struggle with this the UI and the controls. I've currently got my finger held on Z, and I'm scrolling between Q and E and having to press F. I just find that finger position just a bit awkward, but I don't know if I can rebind that. If I was going to do major building in this game, I probably would try and find a way to rebind that. Yeah, so you got the your components and you've got three categories of components: metal, concrete, and wood. I don't know if they're planning to expand that. And then if you look above there, these are the actual building pieces. So there's a reasonable variety. The most obvious thing that's missing at the moment, so you've got things like door frames, a couple of different sizes of door frames there. It looks like you're not forced to build on a foundation or anything, so I can just place that down. So all I did there was, well, you don't have to hold the Z key by the looks of it, is pick my component, and then when it's picked I can press Q and E to, not Q and E, R and T, sorry, to rotate it. And it looks like it kind of yeah, it snaps to the options available in this existing piece by the looks of it. I think that ghosting effect is a little bit annoying, but I'm sure I'll get used to that. So yeah, and I can stack these. I seem to be able to kind of do quite a lot of different. I wonder if I can put another one of those on top of that. Yeah, so it actually looks like it's pretty flexible, to be honest. I mean, obviously I'm a bit fingers and thumbsy at the moment because I'm kind of pressing my hotkey buttons and stuff like that, having come from Arc. So that's your kind of. So you've got, because you can see there, I can combine different material types by the looks of it. Yeah. That's a bit fiddly. Kind of wanting to place it up on top of that one, but I'm not sure if I can here. But I mean, that in the immediate looks like it's giving me quite a lot of flexibility. And then bear in mind this is just the pieces. So, so if I'll just go through kind of one category here, I think. Go through the metal, Q and E for those, sorry, that's F. So you've got roof pieces, you've got, what's that, roof panel. It's also quite nice that I've got some flexibility on how I use these, so I'm not obliged to kind of use that as a roof piece. If I want to put that as a kind of ramp thing, I could do that. Or just to have it kind of as an edging to something. Let's see if I can do this. So you can't really free place stuff. If you notice, you can't sort of just. So you notice it kind of just snaps to that. So I can't put something kind of close to, but not actually snap to it. If that makes sense. But yeah, liking the fact that you can combine materials, that's pretty cool. The fact that I'm not limited to putting down a particular in a particular foundation and snap points and all that sort of thing. It's got snap points, but it seems like it's fairly dynamic. Just so you know, so once you put something down, you can pick it up. You can delete it. Play inside object. Okay, inside that. So can I do that up, please? I'm apparently I'm inside that object. There we go. Some weird thing there, but yeah, I think the control thing I'm struggling with a little bit is the fact that sometimes I have to hold keys. I can also change the colour on something. It looks like I can also change the material in it as well. So what's that going to be? Q and E. F. Rust. What's that going to be? F. I can paint things. So I'm changing the material there by mousing over it, holding control, pressing Q and E. Colour gives me a second F option if you look there, so I can go up and change the colours. I have to hold that key. That's just delete. I don't know how I actually changed the material of it before. Oh, it's there. So when I get, it's a bit weird. So in some places I'm actually really close to it. It's a material change option. Rust, stone. Maybe that's just a paint effect, I guess. Paint. It doesn't give you any kind of immediate feedback that you've painted it. So yeah, those are the components. I wonder if it keeps me on that particular material type now. It doesn't look like it does. Not sure there. What's that doing? Does that change me back to a different material? Yeah, so anyway, that's the kind of building individual pieces. And then if you look here, so I'm back in my Z or Z menu. I have the go back into the Z menu. Press Q, press E. So then I've got all these prefabricated structures as well. So again, pressing F. So I have larger rooms. Hang on a second. Is that giving me? Yeah. So there's actually 3 levels here. So if I just show you that again, so I press Z for the first time, basic components, structures, press F, that gives me this tier of options is large rooms, frames and foundations, small rooms, doors and ladders, windows, and then obviously within each of these, so this is within large rooms, there's a whole kind of selection of options. And it looks like these have to snap to something that kind of already exists. Kind of tunnel thing here, it's really cool. And then if we do, yeah, I mean this bit is feeling a bit like 7 minutes ago, kind of combining pieces together. But don't forget, I didn't have to hollow door. I didn't have to do this. I could have used the free play structures. I'm presuming I can put any of these components on the free play structure as well. So I'll just go and check that. I mean, most of it for me at the moment is just getting used to the UI because I'm not used to it, the controls and everything. So that's what I want to do. Select Windows. And so it looks like there are some limitations to that because it won't let me place that window on that wall now. So that's a prefabricated structure effectively. Doors and ladders. So doors at will. So it's got, yeah, I mean it's got some flexibility, but it looks like there's going to be a few challenges because the windows don't seem to want to snap to that wall that I placed up there. But yeah, guys, so I thought I'd just do this kind of as a quick video. Not just look at the large rooms because some of these are actually quite cool. It's got these kind of biome things. It's massive. Options for snapping things together here. So I guess a lot of people when they kind of start out will probably use the prefab stuff. Yeah, see, there's some limitations, which is could well be a bit frustrating as to why certain things won't interact with others. So it looks like I've kind of got some limitations. It doesn't make that overly clear what those limitations are in the immediate right now. Foundations. So yeah, these are all the kind of foundations. So if you actually wanted to put a floor down, one thing I did notice in the immediate, which was a little bit annoying, and I hope they do something about it. And we'll all know this. Anyone that's played Ark will know how much of a bugbear this is. But there's no triangles. There's no triangle shapes in the floorings or in the walls. So you won't have any. Apart from the roof up there, but you won't have any. You're going to be limited to your kind of freedom on that. But who knows whether they kind of put in modding and stuff, or I mean, I imagine there's probably more content for this anyway. But yeah, Not sure if that was useful. I think I probably will play just on this initial kind of exploration of it. I'm not sure how difficult this stuff will be to get to in kind of survival mode, if you like, because obviously I'm creative. But yeah, so that's a quick intro to this, and maybe we'll be back here in another game at some point. Alright guys, take care. See you soon.